Welcome to Monday, June 24th, 2024. Your day weather podcast is being brought to you by Wyoming State Parks. Why wonder about the outdoors in Wyoming? Explore the statewide interactive outdoor recreation wonder map to find your next adventure. The next adventure with the weather will be some heat. We saw it build in over the weekend in many areas. We're going to see enough residual moisture hanging around the central and northern Rockies for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms, but the deeper moisture is going to be down in the desert southwest, where the thunderstorm activity around the Four Corners area is going to be the most prevalent today and tomorrow. The further north you go, the more isolated the thunderstorm activity will be, and hot temperatures are going to prevail here to start the week. But we're going to see a pattern very similar to what happened late last week. High pressure builds back northward again, but with that will be the deeper subtropical moisture coming northward with the high. As the moisture goes around the high, it comes back north again. So Wednesday and Thursday will be 2 days of increasing thunderstorm coverage in the region. Might even have a few strong to severe thunderstorms those couple of days. Then, for those of you tired of the heat, there's a pretty good looking cool front coming at the end of the week. So temperatures will cool off behind the front as we get into Friday and into the upcoming weekend. There'll be some shower and thunderstorm activity along that front. And then we basically wait for the pattern to cycle through again. The cold front comes through, we cool off, then we heat up again, then we wait for the subtropical moisture to come back. Typical summer pattern. Beautiful shot there out of Utah. Nice puffy white clouds, blue sky, great vista there. But speaking of a great vista, for those of you Friday evening, boy, did you get a show with which was an amazing shelf cloud that formed along a line of thunderstorms that came through southeastern Wyoming late Friday evening. Now, this was part of a very active pattern Thursday and Friday of showers and thunderstorms as that subtropical moisture came on through. And the storms got started late. They were associated with a little wave in the atmosphere that helped trigger them. And we had a very large, very photogenic shelf cloud that will sometimes form along these thunderstorm lines. Great shot there out of Granite Reservoir west of Cheyenne. Another shot west of Cheyenne of the shelf cloud. And then look at that panoramic view of the shelf cloud approaching the capital city of Cheyenne as we headed into Friday evening. And then it put on a light show shortly thereafter as it came on through. No significant shelf clouds in most of the region today, though. The satellite imagery this morning is showing, you see these little bright areas? Those are thunderstorms in the deeper subtropical moisture that continued overnight in Mexico, southeast Arizona, a nocturnal thunderstorm there. And you can see there's kind of a little bit of trickle of moisture up towards the Four Corners. There's a little patch of moisture up here in the Dakotas, North Dakota area, bringing thunderstorms, but a lot of high pressure elsewhere. You can see where the thunderstorms are in the deeper subtropical moisture. The water vapor loop is showing that. And there's the curve around the high. The northern edge of the subtropical moisture gets up into southern Wyoming. Then there's a pretty good wedge of dry air right here that's going this way. So the central and northern Rockies going to have a mix of dry air and that more moist air, hence the isolated thunderstorm coverage. The deeper thunderstorm coverage is going to be down there for today and tomorrow. So you can see the high sitting over southern New Mexico, the clockwise flow around the high, but then the westerly flow cuts off the top of it. So the moisture gets up, the westerly flow cuts it off and goes this way. But as we go through the week, this high pressure will expand northward, bringing the heat. Look at that, a cold front going through New England and the northeast United States, bringing them a nice cool down. If you look at where the deeper subtropical moisture is with the precipitable water, you can see the deep moisture there over Arizona and the southwestern United States, even back over Southern California. But as we progress, the heat builds, the high pressure builds. These are the temperature anomalies today. See the ring of heat around the high. There's tomorrow, basically the same thing. So a lot of the U.S., the central and west, will be quite warm. But notice the temperature anomalies up north and south. The southern anomalies here is because of clouds and precipitation. Up here because, well, there's some pretty cool air relative to average up in Canada right now. In the middle, it's like a hot sandwich. a heat sandwich in the nation's midsection. This is the thunderstorm coverage today. Deeper moisture down here in Arizona, western areas of New Mexico. Some thunderstorms, though, will form along the edge of the dry air and the moisture there, isolated elsewhere. And this is where we're going to be tomorrow. Kind of a similar setup tomorrow on where the thunderstorms are going to be in the deeper moisture. But as the high pressure ridge builds north, this will direct the westerlies north. It allows the subtropical moisture a further access to the higher latitudes. And this is the result. There's the deeper moisture coming up again, similar to what happened last Thursday and Friday. Couple of dry days, not much going on. It gets hot. Then you have some cooler temperatures, the showers, and the thunderstorms come back in. And there you can see the more widespread thunderstorm coverage, both sides of the Continental Divide now as you get into, this is for Wednesday. Notice the activities right around the axis of the deep moisture. Very little going on across the northern plains in those areas. And this is for Thursday. There's the deeper moisture. Again, it gets up further to the north, and it's going to cycle on through. And there's your showers and thunderstorms getting further north again. This is extremely similar to what happened late last week in the region, basically repeating itself. Then, this is the cold front on Friday, pushes through. The air behind it will be pretty cool. The high gets squashed, pushed to the east a little bit, so that will bring in some drier, cooler air in behind it. But you're going to have some activity, some showers and thunderstorms along the frontal boundary. But look at the cool air coming in. This is by noon Friday. Pretty cool air across southern Canada coming into parts of the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies. Look at these temperatures on Saturday. East of the divide, cooling off rather significantly for late June. Have yourself a great Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday.